Good morning, everyone. This will be weekly instant number 32. In case you're wondering, actually, I don't have 32 of these videos, not even counting this one. It's just a question of some coordinating with Peter Hollins and Kochong to have the same number the same week. Neither do they have 32 of them. Unfortunately, when it comes to results, I don't have too much to brag about, so I'm forced to forced to talk about who made how many videos and not how I scored. My partner opened 3 spades, and this is really an easy 4 spade bid. I would do it with much less as well. Having said all that, if my opponents are able, or if they manage, they can take ace king of clubs, ace of hearts, and the diamond. So this will possibly go down. But if they catch the clubs now and don't switch to a diamond, I can make. Okay, so they do switch to a club. Of course, this might be a doubleton, this lead, but then I don't have much to do against that. It was a doubleton, so this was my only chance, throwing this diamond on the club. And can I still somehow make? Only if I can sneak one of these hearts through, and then play the double finesse in diamonds. It doesn't seem very likely, but I have to do something. I have enough entries to do it if I play ace of spades and any other spade than the 9. Well, that's gonna be the 3. And I don't know if anybody wants to let this go. Well, it didn't quite work out, did it? And now I can claim, or at least after taking the trick. Down 1. I didn't manage to count out the hand, but it wasn't easy. So actually, how does 4 hearts go? They lose a spade, a diamond, and a heart. So 4 hearts should be a make. Did people really pass 3 spades? 3 no trump. In 3 no trump you have 7 spade tricks, diamond ace, and the trick in whatever suit they want to lead. If they don't want to lead any of these suits, then you can just set up a heart or a club or whatever you want to set up. But I must say, I think it's a silly bid. Maybe knowing that you have the strongest hand, but it still seems silly to me. 4 clubs, that's interesting. If you pass it, actually West will balance, but they will not manage to find 4 hearts. It's an interesting bidding problem from East. Maybe you can bid something like, I don't even know. 4 hearts should probably promise a little bit better hearts than this, but maybe not. I don't know. This looks like a 1 club and then a 2 no trumpery bid. I have 18. And this is an annoying problem because we have a 5-2 spade fit at least. Double would show 3 card support, I think. But I mean, what else can I do? 2 no trump seems gross. Jumping no trump 18, 19. Well. Why can't I read this properly? Should I make this a little bit bigger or what? Maybe. 22. Okay, well, I might as well bid what I have for once. New minor forcing, and what am I supposed to bid over this? 3 spades shows what? I mean, I out of curiosity, what's the difference? So all of the bids mean the exact same thing. So this hand type is really well described. What's 4 clubs? 4 diamonds. 4 diamonds shows clubs and diamonds. 3 card. 4 to 5 clubs and 3 card clubs. So that's good to know. Maybe 4 diamonds? I don't know. I'm on a roll here, describing my hand. I'm really. It gives you this rush, you know, like, oh my god, I'm describing my hand. I want to talk about me. Okay, so 4 spades it is. And I really don't know what's going on. Okay, well. Okay, so what about pass, partner? I mean, what exactly were you looking for here? Okay. Supposed to stop being grumpy? Maybe what I'm doing makes no sense because. Let's try. Okay, what the heck happened here? They let the low heart. I don't know. I need to play on clubs because I want to take the spade finesse as well. So the heart 10 should go on the club king. It shouldn't be rough. So that's actually I misplayed it already. Now if they play a heart, I need to rough it. It's a reasonably stupid way of playing bridge. Now, what can I hope for? Ace of spades. And then I can't hope for anything, so that's pretty stupid. Even if now the 10 falls or the king falls, it means that I... Okay, so actually I don't... What am I doing? The point was to count out every hand and things like that. Okay, I will make it. I could have a beer if... oh, actually not, so it's good that I didn't try beering. Of course I'm going down, so that's what I was gonna say, that you can't get a beer if you go down. 4 spades down 1 gives me 71%, a much needed. It's the first time this year that I'm actually above 50 in a GIP tournament. Most people went down in more, like 6 diamonds and so on. With your permission, I will refrain from clicking on it. Somebody bid 2 spades, right? 1 no trump, of course. When you have 18, you can always open 1 no trump. Actually, this was one of my favorite rants. Complaining about people opening 1 no trump on absurd hands, but maybe it's not that stupid when you have 18, because Gib will misdefend so many times. The downside, of course, is that you will be in 1 no trump when everybody else will be in 3 no trump, so. Oh well, this is 12 count. Okay, 1 diamond. I don't pass these hands, like. In case you forgot, like, I have this one policy. I will never... I will never pass in these GIP tournaments. And I refuse... I will never apologize for this, regardless of the facts. I think that's what George H.W. Bush said. Yeah. 2 spades. I should have checked what 1 no trump would have been. I think it plays it as 18-19, which sounds a bit weird, but Actually, it's an interesting treatment. Getting this hand off your chest can be reasonably useful. Okay, so this will be one of these hands in which I need to find a diamond queen. And I think I'll be able to do quite a bit of counting here. So double promises clubs and hearts. And West didn't bid two hearts, so that would suggest, at least before looking at this alert, it would have suggested that hearts are 5 here and 3 in West, but apparently one trump can contain 4-card hearts. So I guess he does have 4 hearts. On the other hand, that probably means that West has a nice diamond stopper and or nice spade stopper. On the other hand, so if I now bid, like if I play like low to the 10, that's playing West for King Queen Jack, which is a very specific hand. So then, okay, I might as well count some points. At some point, I will need to count points. So I have a 12 count. Dummy has an 8 count. It's not dummy, but you know, North has an 8 count. South has a 12 count. So they have, it's 20-20, right? So King Queen is in East. And West is supposed to have 8 points. So it could be. Yeah. King Queen Jack. No, that's so specific, and then that would be like a waste of all those points. I think I'm gonna go up Ace, trying to catch a stiff honor in East in case that's what East has. But I guess they're just breaking 3-2. Ah, King Queen Jack. The annoying part is that I actually thought of King Queen Jack in West. Of course, now I'll know a lot about these hands. For example, I would have been tempted to play West for the Diamond Queen, but now I am tempted not to do that. Okay, Queen. Okay, yeah, I know. But now you're out of trumps, so I will have to figure out something else. No? Of course, it's gonna be a heart. Okay. Should I unblock the Jack or something? I don't think it matters. And now I have 2 options. I could try to find out something more about the hand by playing the 10 of clubs, but I kind of know that East has the ace. I mean, it's funny because they have a double fit. They have a double fit in hearts and clubs, and the West elected to bid neither of them. So does it really mean that West? Yeah, but so East had a stiff spade, so that means that he has. I misplayed this, didn't I? Yeah, because now I can't come back to my hand. If diamonds are 4-1 as expected, I can't come back to my hand. That's really stupid. I should have discarded this club and not the diamond. Okay, so all of this was for nothing. Diamond Queen was in West. What? There were some discards, I guess, because it doesn't really add up. What? West had the long diamond. Okay, this is a clear violation of my New Year's resolution. East had 5-5. So now suddenly it makes sense why West didn't wanna bid 2 hearts or 2 clubs. I completely miscounted the whole hand. Yeah, I hate this double. It just bid 2 hearts and just go on. Because yeah, just bid 2 hearts and you can even bid 3 clubs later. Of course, it's kind of pushing it, but you know, no pain, no gain, or whatever you want to call it. I had several options on making this hand. I couldn't have really counted out the hand very well. Of course, this thinking that East had 4-4-4-1 was a bit of a tenuous assumption because he could have had 1-4-3-5 easily, and then West also bids the same way. Other tables, somebody made it, somebody made +1. I can believe that. Some people got to 2 clubs. And now I can actually check what 1-0 Trump would have been. Yeah, 18-19, so South got off the hook here. It's weird though that North doesn't want to play game. If your partner really has 18-19, 2-3 spades, don't you want to play a game? I sure would like to. Okay, this is one of these hands that Ken Rexford might open 1-0 Trump, and I must say I'm really tempted. Wow. And Ken Rexford would bid 2 diamonds to hide the 6-card heartsuit because saying that North probably doesn't have 4 hearts, and I'm gonna do the same. This is very quirky, but you know, I'm playing this for fun, and this is how you get to 3-0 Trump with a 6-4 suit, a 6-4 fit in a major. So yeah, there you go. However, they have no idea what I'm up to, so I can play like the Queen of Hearts and play on diamonds and hope that they don't play on clubs. Okay, so there goes that. And now I'm in a huge amount of trouble because, I mean, I can duck this. Sometimes when you duck, Gib goes crazy and just switches, but... Okay. And now I guess I should just take all these hearts. I have 9 tricks, but fortunately it's not enough. I need to find the Queen of Spades. On the other hand, that's what people need to do in 4 hearts too. So they will lose 2 diamonds and a club, and no place to park it, assuming that your opponents find it. So people would need to find the Queen of Hearts anyway. West discards a spade. East discards a spade as well. West a club. Okay. West discards another spade. And another spade. What is this? Well, I'll be tempted to play East for the spade queen, but I'm not really convinced. I don't know. Okay, well that makes it easy. So that's why you shouldn't discard too many cards of a suit. You should always discard to a singleton, not to avoid. This is what they teach beginners, and I think that's sound advice. And I got the top. Undeserved. Yes, it is undeserved. Somebody went down 6. I think this is one of these hands in which they mistakenly claimed when they were not on lead. Oh, but of course in 4 hearts you don't need to find the Queen of Spades, because you just discard a spade on the Jack of Diamonds. So that's the difference. I was wrong. Well, I was wrong in several respects, and probably least of which was the analysis. This is 1 club and 2 no trump rebid. I don't really believe in this 1 no trump business with 18. Wow. Well, I mean, I must make this double because I have 18, so it would feel silly to just pass it out. Now let me just see if you can see. Oh, dummy is not here, so yeah. Oh, you can't see the score now. I don't know where to put myself. Yeah, whatever. You can see the score here. I have 64.3. And it looks like... So what's the danger here? The danger is... So I have 3 tricks. There's no over tricks possible. And I have a heart stop and a club stop. Yeah, I guess there's no real danger in me ducking this. And whatever partner plays is fine. Okay. And now I can just draw trump and wait for my tricks somewhere. Ace of hearts. If he wants to rough this, he doesn't have enough entries. Okay, well, he doesn't want to rough this. So what, he has 2 hearts, but then the only thing I need to avoid is playing a heart now, because then he can rough, go down to dummy and take the two heart tricks. But I'm not gonna do that. Fortunately, I seem to be a bit end played here. King of clubs works if he has queen. If he has stiff queen, it works, right? It doesn't matter, right? If he has stiff queen, it's fine to play also. Oh, what I need to avoid is playing a low one. If I play a low one, then he might be able to let it run to the 10 of clubs. Yeah, what was that about counting out the hands? So I'm going to assume that West has 7 spades. I'm going with that. I've seen it with the 6 card suit, but not as often as you would think. As you would have a human do it. So he has 7 spades, 3 diamonds, 2 hearts. Therefore, he has a stiff club. Oh, which also means that he will just take 6 spades and the ace of clubs now. So, is it possible that I miscounted something? Could he have three hearts? No, he can't, because then it means that he has the queen of hearts, so it doesn't matter what I do. No more diamonds in the deck. Well, we don't know that, right? He might have 1 more diamond in the deck. 1 more diamond in his hand. It would be 7 spades, 2 hearts, 4 diamonds, and no clubs. In that case, I need to play the heart and let him concede the... Okay, so he does have it. Ah, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's out of clubs. Okay, so... But that was the only case that mattered. Okay, 78, and I'm suddenly second. Where did that come from? Some people got to 3-0 Trump by... Yeah, this is amazing. 1-0 Trump, 2 clubs, 3-0 Trump. Oh, okay. And it's weird. It's kind of weird that... Well, several things are a bit weird. I would say one of the weird things is Gib not bidding over 1-0 Trump with this hand. I would probably bid 3 spades. It's a bit sick, but you have a 7 card suit, so you would often have a 6 card suit with this vulnerability. 1-0 Trump, and you have non-vulnerable against vulnerable. But it is a bit frisky, so I understand why you wouldn't do it. The other thing is, oh yeah, two clubs because he wanted to make a balanced invite. I really don't know why you want to bid 3-0 Trump. It's not like... If Gib wants to pass your response, if Gib wants to pass 2 diamonds, aren't you happy to play there? I don't know. Okay, and there was something else. What else was there that was weird? I don't really know. Okay, so the only thing that was important was my... Oh yeah. What I wanted to say was about weird things was... Did nobody else open 1-0 Trump? It's just so standard here with 18. I've seen it with a 20 count. 3 clubs. This is going above and beyond the required weirdness for these tournaments, I would say. And some people didn't want to double it, or some people doubled and just beat it once, set it once. Okay, so 7% is not good. 78. I'd be happy if I scored every week 78. Okay, this is a 13 count, and should I open 1 club? No. The answer is no. I should not have opened 1 club. Okay, and now maybe if I bid 1 heart, what's that? 5 plus clubs. So it seems like West will pass this. Maybe North can run, but Gibs are not very known for running. Okay, so the answer to my question was indeed no, you should not have opened one club. For the people who are curious why I opened 1 club and require more justification than because I felt like it. I opened 1 club because it's kind of the wrong minor. I've talked about this baby psych, so it's really the most innocuous psych you can have is opening the wrong minor. Oh, no, not the 10. Okay, 2 tricks, and really I just have to scramble here, just like as if for oxygen. Maybe diamond finesse is better than the heart finesse, because I can't repeat the heart finesse easily anyway. And what if I take this king of hearts? Okay, so that would have been offside anyway. Okay, so West has 6 clubs, and I'm really just hoping that the queen of hearts will also cash. Okay. Well, maybe a heart ruff. That would be awesome. A heart ruff would be really, really awesome. Oh, look at this. Look at this. 6 tricks. Down 100. Okay, they only have trumps now. So that was a bad result, but not as bad as it could have been. And it goes to show that I keep saying that this is a very innocuous psych, or that it's that it somehow risks, like I said once, that it's low risk and low reward. But yeah, sometimes you can really be punished for it. But I mean, of course, this is a standard thing for people who play Doubleton Club. So that this is this infamous 4-4-3-2 specific hand. So with the Doubleton Club and 4-4 in the majors, most people open one club. And yeah, and of course, I don't want to complain about Gibb all the time, but I think he should have tried one spade with that hand. I don't know how that turns out. They seem to be taking 6 tricks as north-souths, but as on defense, so I don't know. When they double you know, on the one level, you would usually just assume that they know what they're doing. Of course, East might double one spade, but then, you know, that's just life. Or okay, I don't know. It's just really my philosophy. Now I'm on video saying this, so maybe I should stop doing it, but I really like running more often than is maybe standard to do. Just open one club. So like, just trust opponents. If it's like a one level penalty double, just trust them. And then of course maybe they can abuse this, but then sometimes you can't run anyway. And in real life you would usually see them, how confident their penalty doubles are and how confident their passes were. And sometimes you can really see in their eyes like yes, I got you, and like you have these bloodthirsty eyes. I mean, there's really no reason to just subject yourself to suffering on that scale. So I think it's perfectly fine to pass, to run, not to pass. Okay, 1 spade, 2 spades, and actually Macwell said once, apparently he said once, that you're supposed to play a game when you have a 6-card suit and your partner raises. And I'm gonna try this because it just sounds so weird that I really just can't resist trying it. And I think I'm kind of on an uphill battle now against the other videos. So, or maybe I'm digging a hole and I should stop digging it. I don't know. Let's see. I'm really curious. Okay, so we have 4 losers, 3 clubs and a heart. On the other hand, maybe clubs are 2-2, so that would mean I'm actually called, more or less. Okay, so they didn't really break 2-2. Maybe I can get rid of a club on a diamond finesse. Let's see. They take this heart. They give me the heart. And does it mean, because East roughed in, does it mean that he had a stiff spade? That would be annoying, but now I can just find out cheaply. No, he just roughed in because he had the queen. And now I can just if the diamond finesse is on, I'm gonna make. Strange but true. Three tricks taken, just a diamond finesse and just a little bit of luck. Nobody said I would have a little bit of luck. Okay, and I can't end play anybody. I just have four losers now. So, yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't think it's true, this whole thing with always bid game if you're in a 6-3 fit. You have 21 points at least. So I don't agree with it, but I just wanted to try it out, and I wonder if I have some company, because it wasn't a bad hand at all. Okay, this is not it. 32.1. I've seen this result before. And yeah, most people are in two spades. I mean, yeah, I get it. I don't know. I mean, it was worth a shot. Maybe it wasn't worth a shot, but actually, you should bid. Did East really pass so many times? That was another thing I wanted to say. Like, they have a heart fit and a diamond fit. So in hearts we take, yeah, two spades and two hearts and the ace of diamonds. So that's true, but he should really, really, really bid here. 2-no trump is generally played as any two suits, but I think nowadays they play it as hearts and a minor. And then West has an interesting problem, but let's not get into that. But East really passes over two spades. Of course, now if I report it, people will say, "Why did you bid four spades?" As if that has anything to do with it. And we're gonna end on this funny bidding problem that is actually quite interesting, and I'm really undecided on it. Whether you should bid one heart or whether you should double. And this is actually the most interesting distribution is exactly this one. So 4, 5, 1, 3. And it goes over one diamond because the one diamond means it's kind of a real suit. So it's actually a tiny bit more likely that we have a fit, as far as I know. But I think if I were vulnerable, I would definitely bid. I would definitely make this double, but non-vulnerable, I'm gonna go with one heart and try to double later. Well, it will not be necessary. One heart, double, four hearts, and this probably is it's probably a win for us now because if I double, then it's not so obvious how high North is gonna bid and how high I'm willing to support him. Okay, so I'm gonna lose at least a spade, a heart, and a diamond because those are aces. I might be able to somehow make them not switch to a diamond, and then I can just get rid of this diamond from dummy. That didn't work. So ace king of diamonds in East. And maybe if I play the 10, maybe East doesn't jump with the ace. East doesn't have the ace. Okay, I can rough this high. I don't need anything else. So East had the ace of spades and ace of spades. Maybe ace king of diamonds, that's not clear. But no, East switched to the king of diamonds. He switched to the king of diamonds. So if I had to guess, well, let's just find out this one more little piece of information about the distribution. So West has four spades, right? You can check, should be clear. And then, yeah, West could have also the queen of diamonds. What if I try this kindergarten play of jack of clubs from dummy? It doesn't cost anything. Okay. Docked in tempo, so this tells us something. It doesn't really tell us anything. West doubles. So East already showed up with ace, king, ace. West showed up with ace. How much did I start with? I started with a lot. I started with 13. anything I can go on here? Thinking of tossing a coin now. It's like Friday, and if I get this this one wrong, I will just ruin my whole weekend and arguably my whole week next week. See, it is a very weighty decision. Should I just do like a two-face? They have 11 diamonds together. If it were 5, like 6-5, I guess West might have bid 5 diamonds over 4 hearts. So should I go with 7-4? With 7, East might have bid. Yeah, at the same time, I think it's more likely that it's 6-5. 6 here, 5 here. Okay, the points again, just as a recap, I had 13. Yeah, so the ace. You can't see where I'm pointing. Yeah, ace of clubs, king, queen of spades, jack of hearts are 10, and king of hearts was 13. Dummy had 2 jacks. Is 2 plus king, queen of in the rounded suits. That's 7. So it's 20 points, right? Okay, worst case scenario, like the absolute most that East can have is 13, which would give West 7. So let's go with this, with the 7. 7 points. 7 points at East. West has 7 points. And we've seen only 4, so just the ace of hearts. We know that West doesn't have anything in spades. He just had the ace of hearts. No idea about diamonds, so he could have the queen of diamonds. Wait, but that still just gives him 6. Queen of diamonds would still just give him 6. On the other hand, East switched to the king of diamonds and not the ace. So what if East has king, queen of diamonds? I don't know. I'm tempted to play West for the queen. Let's just think one more thing through the distribution, right? So West has 4 spades. I think he had the 2 hearts. 4 spade, 2 hearts. And it's the question, how many diamonds? 4 spades, 2 hearts. 5 diamonds would imply 2 clubs. 4 diamonds would imply 3 clubs, so not much help there. I'm gonna just play West for the queen of clubs. Maybe makes no sense. Okay, well that was totally miscounted, I guess. And somebody also discarded a club, which I should have paid attention to, now that I think of it. That helped a little bit, 64%. Would have been awful if I go down, I guess. Or this is one of these typical hands in which if half the field are in game and half the field are not in game, then the people who make it get 66 and the people who don't get 33, no? Uh, no, you get 1 point. It's 75-25 then. And you have infinitely many people. If you have like. Yeah. It's 75-25. I don't know why I didn't get a little bit more than that. Can you see this? Yes. Was it that obvious? Was it really that obvious? Everybody just played that way. Well, I guess it's good that I didn't toss a coin, but. But this you can't see. I just opened this. Somebody overcalled. Okay, so that just. Oh, I can show you actually the whole distribution. I was wrong on all counts. I wasn't really wrong. That's a bit harsh. I did. Oh yeah, I missed this. Okay, so I missed that West had stiff ace. So I definitely am failing this New Year's resolution with counting out the hands. West didn't want to bid 5 diamonds. I would have bid 5 diamonds with it. I think that would go down two spades and 2 clubs. Is there any issue with unraveling the two spade tricks? No, there isn't, because you can just play king, queen, and the 9. The 9 will be higher than the 8 or the 6. Anything interesting here? I don't think so. And when did they discard this club? I guess on the second heart. Be that as it may, I did figure out. Yeah, so this was the club discard. So the one thing that I did get right was that West can't have just ace and the queen. He needs to have ace, queen, queen, because the jacks were all accounted for. And this I knew because if you give, wait, no, I was wrong about that too. Did I miscount? Yeah, I miscounted the points of dummy. Yeah, that was the issue. Yeah, okay. Well, so they had 19 combined. That's why it's a good idea to count the points before before playing to trick 1, because that way you don't have to remember anything. Blue star 653. Bid Michael's not really my cup of tea, but Mr. Pete. How did people get? How did people just guess these clubs? Was it just a question of? Oh, that's certainly easy. If you play a low one to the 7, what was switched to a club and not a spade? Are you hiding some points here? If you play a low to the 7? Okay, so Alfie John doubled it, but then after a free bid of 2 hearts, didn't even raise, didn't even do anything, or was he just walking the dog? Maybe he was. This is me. The last minute guess saved me. Nasco 1966, bid 4 hearts, that makes a little bit more sense than pass. And this is really like mind-boggling. So because he plays the 9, he's now switches to the king. Wait, no, this is me. Okay, so I played the 9 and that caused. Oh well, that's a different different auction, different everything. So, but yeah, so certainly a lot of people got a club shift at some point. For I don't know if there's any reason behind all that or whatever. If you double, then your opponents are gonna fix. They're gonna um, play on clubs, which is maybe like if North is declarer, maybe it makes some sense to play through dummies. It's not really strength, but just to play through the ace in case West has some values there. So it's not insane. Of course, you're not gonna play a spade, and a diamond is a rough slab. So it certainly makes sense. Although obviously that's not why people doubled for this club switch. This time they play the ace of spades, king of diamonds, and then a club switch, I guess. And no spade switch. Yeah, from East's point of view, well, actually, it's an interesting play problem here. Free feel to stop this recording. I'm talking to myself. No, free feel to stop the video now. If you're a bit bored. I'm always just fascinated by this one gib. I'm not really venting or anything. In the end, I got it, even if it was the wrong reason why I got it, but I did get it eventually. Yeah. So I'm fascinated by the situations in which like subtle differences in our play can change the defense dramatically. Okay, well, I probably we saw most of it. Yeah, there's not so many south. Actually, it's interesting. Just 1, 2, 3 people played as south, and yeah, so 3 people played and made from south, and 4 people didn't. So in a way, it's a decent performance. North, yeah. This was a misguess or what? Just playing opener for missing honors, which is certainly reasonable most of the time. So. So that's it. I don't know if he could have figured this out. But I said that I'm not going to come and click on all the people who went down. Well, I think I'm pretty much done talking, so thanks for watching, and look out for Kachung and Peter Holland. They're usually, I'm glad to see that also Kachung started making them. Not so glad to see that I keep losing every week, but that's the way it is. So, well, but 58% is a big success compared to last week at least. So, see you around. Yeah, I hope I will be able to record something also in the weekend, because that would certainly make some sense. So see you around. That's basically all.